G'day world, Chris Oaken coming to you live from the Chiang Mai Nomad Summit. What's going on? I don't have any sound. Yes, I do have sound. Let's double check that. Good. I'm here with Carl. Carl is a digital nomad living in Chiang Mai at the moment, originally from Sweden, and also a family man. So, first family man I've met, so I'm interested to get that story. First of all, Carl, how long have you been here in Chiang Mai?
We've been here about 7 months now. Chiang Mai, probably about 6. We've been around Thailand for a month, the first month though.
Okay, so you came out here and you're traveling with your family. What sort of dynamics does that look like? Wife, kids?
I've got a wife and 2 kids. My youngest he just turned 1 in September, so and the oldest one is 2.5, so she turns 3 in April.
Wow, okay. So firstly, how do you get around? Is it scooter, one on each bike? What do you do?
Yeah, that was an issue when we got here. We were looking into that. We wanted to get motorbikes, but the traffic here it's quite bad and it's not that safe. So we ended up just going around with Ubers and Grab, Songtao sometimes. So that's the only way to go around really with a big family.
Sure thing. So it takes a little bit longer to get around in peak traffic times?
Yeah, we don't move that much. We got a place right in the center or just by the Niman area, so we don't have to drive that much, and if we do, the kids are normally in daycare, so we get around quicker with bikes or whatever.
Okay, so daycare's pretty easy to get kids into?
Yeah, very simple in comparison to Sweden. It was, and they were very, very loving from the start. The kids got there, and I mean, just after the first day, they didn't want to leave. So it was quite nice, and the teachers there are amazing. So the kids get to learn English, Thai, and everything.
Right. So what's the dynamic like inside of the daycare? Is it all expats, nomad children, or is it a combination?
It's a combination. It depends on the season as well, we noticed. There'll be some South Koreans, some Chinese, a lot of Russians as well. When we speak to them, some of them are here as nomads, some of them just for holiday or longer stay. So it's a mixture, really.
So who had to do the convincing to go be a digital nomad? Was it you, your wife, or was it pretty much a joint decision?
Well, to start with, it was my wife that had the company. So we started dropshipping when she was in parental leave in Sweden because she got bored. And then from there on, we just saw that there was a possibility for us to travel a bit as well. So yeah, I mean, I had the idea a few times, but in the end, when the decision came, it was both of us that wanted it.
Very good. Yeah, very good. And so, what's it been like? Is it all ups? Is it all rosy, or what's some of the challenges been?
Well, the biggest challenge that we faced, and the reason that we're going back to Sweden in April, is mostly that we don't have that many people around us that have kids or family members that can help us out. So we end up having the kids most of the time, and them going to daycare. So we might not get as much work in, and the kids might get bored in between. So it's nice to have people around you that know your kids as well. So mostly that, really.
So, wouldn't hired help be part of the solution for that problem, or is it that hired help, and they're not a family loving member?
We do have a friend that we met here in Chiang Mai that helps us out sometimes, and we could get help as well. But it's more that, I mean, the kids, or at least I'm not sure if I'm really I'm not of the same opinion, but my wife wants the kids to be around the family as much as possible as well, for them to have a good relationship with them, and I think that's great. But I think that we should be able to be more location independent because we're able to do it.
Sure. So maybe it's just not a full-time thing. Maybe it's just fleeting trips, a few months here, a few months back home.
Yeah. I think to start with, it might be like that until the kids get older and can take care of themselves and make friends and all that. So we'll see. I mean, for this time, it'll be about 9 or 10 months. Next time, it might be longer. It depends. I mean, I don't think we can withstand the winter in Sweden. So it might get November, and we'll be looking at new trips as well again.
It sounds to me like, well, I've heard this told to me that nomads are very privileged. Would you feel very privileged to be able to make those types of decisions in your life, that you can actually just live anywhere, move anywhere if you choose?
Well, yeah, it's nice. I think having the internet on anywhere where you are, it makes it, anything possible. And I think it's important for more people to see that and understand it, because it's quite easy to just go by your day-to-day life and not even think about things being able to be better. So just knowing that it is possible and us taking the step and doing it, I think it's opened up many more future opportunities for us to do the same thing again.
And I've met people from all ages, all different nationalities that are doing it. So I don't think it's limited to age. I don't think it's limited to nationality. I don't think it's limited to gender. It really is anybody from the Western world that has any types of savings and they can pay for a ticket to fly somewhere like Chiang Mai, I think has an opportunity to basically live this life and maybe even improve their life. So are you getting any time for yourselves? What's the balance like for your wife and yourself? Is it limited?
Well, I don't think there's much of a difference. If we would be back in Sweden working 9-to-5 jobs, we wouldn't have the weekdays. During the weekends, we'd probably be tired, or we'll be seeing the family, so we wouldn't really have that much time for ourselves anyway. And paid help is quite taboo in Sweden as well.
Right. Is it just because it's expensive, or it's actually taboo?
It's quite taboo. I mean, you do your own cleaning, you do your own. You don't get somebody to babysit. So yeah. We still have more time alone here, even though we don't. Since we have the evenings, the weekends that we do get help, we can go for a night out as well. So it's quite nice.
Yeah. And mate, is there a formula for that alone time, or that together time for the couple? Is it once a week, once a month, once every 3 months?
Really depends, because we are together though. Most of our waking hours. The alone time is important, but it doesn't become as important since you don't have that much of a stress from any other day-to-day things. You're working together, we're having fun together, so not as much as we would need in our home country, or if we would be working jobs. But I'd say about once a month or something like that it would be fine, really.
Fantastic. And so you're helping in the dropshipping business as well, is that what you're doing?
Yeah, so we've got the dropshipping business. We sell baby prams, and I've got an Amazon FBA going as well. We've got loads of different projects, so it's always fun to see new things. As fast as we get something rolling, then we'll just start finding other ideas. So it's great.
Yeah, plenty of opportunities,
yeah.
I guess, because you have less stress financially. You feel like you can try these new things as long as you've got enough coming in to pay the bills,
yeah.
And maybe a little bit extra to try something new. You can have a crack, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you using many of the local resources at all?
I have been going to a few of the Amazon FBA courses. There was a guy called Rob Fortney that had it. He passed away just a week ago or something.
Yes.
But he was great. Otherwise, yeah, we have the Facebook group, so not many people communicate. Not many of the nomads communicate that much during weekdays, because they'll be working at cafes and stuff. So they're hard into the work. It'll be more events and stuff. So that's a downside for us, since we're not as flexible during the evenings. Otherwise, any events during evenings and weekends would be great to network and meet new people and learn new things.
There you go. You can start up some meetups during the weekdays.
Yeah, I'll see if I can do that.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of people that are here that would probably like a bit of that. And the balance that you're getting, you like to go to the gym. Do you do any hiking? Do you get into the mountains? What's the lifestyle component look like for a family?
Well, I think it's very different from person to person. I'm not really much of a social guy or a party guy or anything like that. So for me, I enjoy working. I enjoy being productive. I would love to go hiking and do anything in the mountains and jungle. The chances I do get to do that, it would probably be with a friend or alone or something. So it would probably be more because me and my wife are so different in what we enjoy. So it might not be as many. We don't do as much activities as we should.
No, I get that. My wife said that she didn't have to come in my mission to be a Zen master. That's my personal journey.
Yeah.
So I get the differences in relationships. Mate, very grateful for the conversation. Very great to meet you, Carl, and actually the first family man that I've met here. Some great tips. Any other hot tips for family people out there? Well,
I know most people, same as we, were scared of traveling with kids and what would happen and what we would need. And it's simple. You don't really have to do that much. There's not much difference. You just have to do it. And I think the kids are gonna have a great time. And I mean, the experience itself is gonna make them. It's gonna build them as individuals as well. So just go do it is something that I would say to families.
Do you have a place back home in Sweden to go back to? Have you sold a house? Have you got a unit? What happens when you go back?
We sold everything, so that was something. I mean, we were convinced that we were going to do this, and we still can if we want to. It's just that we want to go home for just that short time period. So we got a rental place that we're moving into in April. We have to buy everything again. I mean, we haven't got anything left. So that was an aspect of it.
But you probably feel like you need less now?
Yeah, definitely. We threw away so many things that we never used, never would need. So I think having the opportunity to do it again is quite a good thing, because we can buy less. It would both save money and the stress of having so many things to take care of.
Fantastic. Thanks again, Carl.
Thanks.
Keep watching. Plenty more stories come to you live on facebook.com/Beach City Life. We're also resharing on YouTube. Just search for Beach City on YouTube. Take care. We'll see you again soon.